Hi, Uche. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Like, really, how are you doing? I know that at this point, you're seeing this video, you're having your good days, you're having your bad days, mostly bad days. Then some days you're like, it's okay. And then sometime you're like, I can't deal with this thing, I can't cope. And then the other time you're like, I can actually do this. I know you're having mixed feelings. I know that your emotions are everywhere. You even hardly sleep at night. You're thinking, where did you go wrong? What did I not do right? Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe, just maybe, I should have done something different. Maybe I shouldn't have even gone to church that day. A lot of maybes. And you're feeling down that you couldn't save your own child. I know that feeling. Now, imagine God, who is the Almighty, who created the heavens and the earth, created his own son, Jesus Christ, and then sent his son to come and die for us on earth. He sat in heaven and saw his own son go through worse things, unimaginable things here on earth, even to the point of death. Remember how heartbroken he was, he felt. So the earthquake happened, the earth shook, and darkness came over the earth. It was like there was an eclipse of the sun. Now, if all these things could happen, God, oh, God, Almighty God, Jehovah, who has the power to resurrect his son? Who knew that his son was going to wake up the next, like in a few hours' time? If he could feel that pain, if he could feel that pain that his son had to go through all these things, and you don't understand, like God, oh, who has power to even take away the cup from Jesus Christ, to even make people forget, like he has the power, yet he allowed his son go through all those things. And why his son was going through all this, he knew that in the next few hours he was going to resurrect his son back, but yet he felt that much pain. Imagine how you, as an imperfect mother, imperfect father, imagine what you're going through. Imagine the kind of pain, like the kind of pain you're going through. I can imagine it. Now, this pain now you're going through is the kind of pain that you know that you do not, you're powerless. You don't have power. You don't have the mind. There's no amount of crying. There's no amount of grieving. There's no amount of anything at all that you could do in this world that will give you the power to either bring your child back to life or prevent it from happening. God understands your pain. If him that has all those power felt pain, he understands what you're going through, Uche. He knows what you're going through. He knows that you're broken. He knows that you're paining, you're pained. He sees all these things, and Uche, he loves you so much. I mean, if people that don't even know you, if random people that just watch you, watch carries, feels this pain, how much more God that even sees your heart, sees the child, knew the exact time he put that child in your womb. Is there anyone that knew? Even you, the parents, the mother don't know. So imagine how pained he is to see you go through such pain. Now, why I'm saying this thing is because most times when we are grieving, when we are pained, when we lose a loved one in death, especially a child, see, I don't think there's any pain that could be compared to the pain of losing your own child. Somebody, I mean, when somebody loses their parents, maybe their aged parents, lose their husband, their wife, they feel pain. Oh, don't get it twisted, they feel pain. But I don't know, personally, I just feel like there's something deeper when it comes to mother-child relationship, that when a mother or a father loses their child, it just feels like a part of you, that you lost a part of you. You understand? So when you're grieving, when you're going through this pain, sometimes we tend to say things that when we finally cool down and think about it, we just be like, oh, please forgive me. Oh." I'm saying these things because you guys already know that I've lost a child before, my first child. This year would have been her 10th years. And this year would have been, if my marriage continued, would have been 11 years in marriage. With my child, 10 years. And when I lost her, I was pregnant with my son. I was 3 months gone. I remember saying so many terrible things that, to be honest, I'm not even proud to come and start saying them here. I remember saying so many because of how hot I felt, because of how bad I felt, how I felt like this child, this child now is like my certificate of how long I've been in marriage. You know how children are like the measure, like you use a child to know how long somebody has stayed in marriage. You know, like if somebody is 20 years in marriage now, you're expecting that that child, the person's children should be like 18, 19. You understand? Yes. That's to show you. So when somebody be like, oh wow, this is your child, that means you're no longer a child when it comes to marriage. Oh. But when, let's say you're 20 years in marriage and then your child is 5 years old, somebody will see you and think you just got married. You get, somebody will see you and just think like, okay, let me see this person for marriage, oh, without knowing that you're 20 years gone. You understand my point now? So when my first child died, I felt like, God, wait, I wanted the show say I don't date like this for marriage. You understand? At the time she died, my marriage was barely either 5 years. You understand? My marriage was around 5 years old. So, and the in my own case, in my own case, after having my first daughter, I had another daughter 2 years later, which is Elena. So when I lost that first child, it just felt like 3 years of my marriage has just been wiped. You understand? So I'll just be feeling like if I tell somebody now this is my first daughter, the person will just be like, okay, we be gazing the age of my marriage from my children. You get, so I felt bad. Now, Uche, looking at you now, it just feels like from your video, this year will be like 12 years in marriage. And normally you had him 2 years after your marriage. So normally safe with his age, the age of the marriage is reduced. You get, now to think that now a whole 9 years, I mean 10 years, have just been wiped off. I know how painful this must be for you. It will just feel like when somebody sees you and sees your 1 year old baby, will just be thinking, okay, maybe you and your husband just got married newly. Maybe some people that don't know you, they just think, oh, maybe you and your husband just got married newly. You understand? They will not know that you're almost 12 years in marriage. I understand the pain completely. I know that these things are one of the things. Had he been maybe Carrie's had other siblings before this baby, maybe you understand, it would have been easier to bear. But looking at it now, I know exactly what you're going through. More so when this child has been your companion, has been your friend, has been there for you. Like this child has been your consolation all these years of TTC. This child has just been everything for you. Ah, it will not be easy for you, Uche. But what I'm telling you is don't see it as your child is dead. That's one of the things that gave me consolation. I stopped seeing it as, like, in fact, I stopped seeing it as my child was dead. No. What I did was I just took it to mean that my child was sleeping. So I'll still tell people that I'm a mother of three. I have three children. And they be seeing two. Some even have the morale to come and ask me, like, how come I've only seen two of your children? What of one? I just said, she's sleeping. Hmm? She's sleeping. If people I meet face to face, maybe they are seeing these two and they're like, where's the third? Where's the third child? I said, she's sleeping, no. They will not know the kind of sleep I'm talking about. They'll think, okay, maybe she's at home sleeping. It's only me that know that she's sleeping in bed. So I just assume that she's sleeping. I still tell people I'm a mother of three. Till tomorrow, if I meet somebody and they just feel like I'll just tell them I'm a mother of three. I have three children, 2 girls and a boy. So when you start asking me deep, if I feel like I want to tell you, I go, okay, she's sleeping in bed. No, this sleeping thing kind of gives me the hope that I'll see her again. So I don't know. I just feel like it's not living in denial. In this part of the world, Nigeria, where we hardly go to therapists, we hardly visit. It's only the rich, like very, very rich people that even see it as. Even the rich people, yeah, in this part of the world, no, they even go see therapists. And I just feel, you understand? We even if it's affordable, because right now I've never been to any therapist before. I don't even know how much it costs. It might even be cheap. I might be assuming that it's so expensive, only for me to find out it's even quite affordable. You understand? So in this part of the world where we don't really we don't really fancy this kind of thing, like seeing a therapist and all that. So we don't really know. I don't know. So I never really went to therapist. Instead, what gave me therapy was my Bible. I started making research. Oh God. I started making so much research that I wanted to know if what I believed in was, you know, you never can tell, you never can tell how much faith you have until something strikes you. You might be thinking you have a very good relationship with God. maybe you have until something hits you like this. That's when, if you don't stagger, if you don't like, even if you stagger, if you don't fall and remain there, that's when you know that true, you get serious fate. Oh. But if something hits you like this and you stagger, fall, and remain there, that's when you know that all this while you've just been serving God because you feel like, yeah, everything is working out well for you. For you to say yes, you're serving God, you love God, and you know it's when you must be the trials and tribulation don't shook you like this. Now when you know say, and you still stand. That's when you know say true, you love God and you have good relationship with God. And from what I see, Uche, you love God so much. So don't feel bad that this thing that God allowed this thing to happen. Don't feel bad. Just see it as your trial. You understand? Imagine Job in the Bible. I don't think there's anybody in this world that has ever gone through what Job went through. Losing 10 of your children. God. 10! The whole of your children in one day. Not just that, so losing your source of livelihood, losing your businesses, your livestock, every damn thing. The only thing that was not touched was your wife. Then Job still went through health issues. Boils from nowhere, sicknesses just befell his whole body. You understand? But yet, his faith in God was still like this. It's so easy for us to come out here and just talk. But it's so easy for me to say it now because I'm not grieving, and I'm not grieving currently like I did a few years ago. People that don't know will not know. People that don't understand will never understand. And I just pray that nobody gets to experience this kind of pain. To be honest, Job went through all these things and still came out successful. God later blessed him with so much livestock, businesses. Like, God blessed him so much that he got everything that he lost in tenfold. Like, hmm? Even those 10 children, he gave birth to another 10 children. And from what was recorded in the Bible, his children were the most beautiful and most handsome in all the earth. You understand? God later blessed him. Now, does it mean that um the first ones were those ones are lost and gone forever? No. It simply means that in God's kingdom, He's going to have 20 children. The 10 now and the 10 before, if I thought they lived in accordance with Bible principles. It's altogether 20 children. Everything is double. Everything became double, double. So my point is, Uche, there's no amount of anything anybody can tell you now that can make you feel better, except that God, you understand, extend His healing power to you. And I pray that God blesses you with so many children that you won't even remember. Let me not say that because there's no amount of children you have and that you forget carries. You understand? But I'm saying that God is going to bless you so much for your stress, for your trouble. You're going to experience enough happiness. So if you're watching this video and you're feeling bad, you're feeling pain, maybe you've lost a child before and you're feeling so pained, don't worry. Uche, don't worry. Yeah? With time, you will heal. I'm not saying you will forget to, but you will heal. Right now, it will feel like, of everybody, why must it be my own? Why must it be my own? Why must it be me? Why must it be me? I asked that question too. I was like, why? Why must it be me? Why must it be my own child? Why? Why must almost every bad thing be happening to me? Why? What did I do wrong? I've been trying my best. I've been trying my best. I know that I'm imperfect, but I've been trying. Why must it be me? Why must it be my child? I know you're asking that in questions too. But don't worry. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. You'll get better. With time, you will heal. With time, this your son will grow and blossom to be like his big brother and better. Most times, when I look at my son now, I just see the resemblance between him and my first daughter that is late. Because, anyway, most of you don't know her, so you can't really tell. But people who really know her, you can see the resemblance between my son now and my first daughter. They are the two that even looked alike. Elena was kind of different. So don't worry, Uche. I wish there was something I could tell you. I wish there was something like I could tell you to make you feel better, to make you feel good. I wish we had power as mothers. I wish we had power as mothers that we could come together like this and put our powers together, and then do something like we watch in movies and bring this child back. I wish. I wish you'd have been the first woman in my on my top list to do this, because I can't imagine what you're going through. I mean, I've seen people lose their children or lose their child, but yours, like, I don't know what to say. So please, sis, always remember that God loves you so much, and He sees what you're going through. And He's going to give you the strength beyond what is normal to help you endure and cope with what you're going through. And also remember that even us, the viewers, your friends, your family, that we are all rooting for you and that we love you so much. I personally, Uche, I love you so much and I am rooting for you. I'm putting you in my prayers. I'm praying that you get better, that you heal, that God give you the strength to endure this thing the same way He gave me. I'm sure He's going to do that for you. And with time, everything's going to fall into place. And with time, we are going to see our children again. Okay? So any of you that are watching today that must have lost a child, has lost any family members, have lost a loved one in death, be rest assured that with time that we're going to see them again. They are dead. They are gone, but they're not gone forever. We are going to see them. The same way God resurrected Jesus. He's going to do it again in a grander scale, that on a grand is it grander be grander scale where it's going to resurrect a lot of people. So all we have to do as people who are alive is to live in accordance with Bible principles, to try our best. It's not going to be easy because we are imperfect, but we'll try our best to do what God wants us to do. If we know, especially for children, for people who are adults, your life is on your hand. Whatever you do, you're going to take accountability for it. No, your mother will not come and answer for you. Your father will not come and answer for you. Your husband self will not answer. Your wife will not answer for you. You will answer for yourself. But for children, those ones are answerable to us, the parents. That is why, as a parent, you have to do your utmost to teach your child one. And then, if for because we live in Satan's world, the child dies, it is now left for us to do all we can to make sure that we survive this system of things. Because our surviving in this system of things is what will determine whether that child is coming back or not. Because this time we will be answerable for our children, not just us. So the only thing is that we are going to try as much as we can to do everything we can, everything possible to make sure that we live in accordance with Bible principles, so that at the end of the day, when God's kingdom comes, when God is going to resurrect our dead loved ones, we'll be there to welcome them. If nobody will be there to welcome them, what's the need waking them up? You understand? What's the need? If we are not going to be there to welcome them, to tell them, wow, my baby, I can't wait. I cannot wait to hug my baby. And we're like, look at this person, look at that person. Remember your brother, the one that was pregnant when he died? Look at him now. Uche, I can't wait for you to do the same thing too. To be like, hi, Caris, you're welcome. Welcome back. Look at your brother, look at him now. He's all grown. Depending on the time God's kingdom comes. So all we gotta do is try our best. Let's just see that our children are sleeping. You get? Our children are sleeping. And very soon, God is going to wake them up for us. You understand? So thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much, and I love every single parent that has lost a child as well. Thank you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.